Hi, my name is Robert Ellis. I'm from Bridgend in South Wales.
Oh, good to meet you, Robert. And you've just been out there now?
Yes.
How did it go?
Not too bad. Yeah, we
Yeah.
completed. Some things could have been better, but on the whole, very pleased.
Okay, so tell me about your dog.
Spot, he'll be 4.5 years of age. Spot is a bit of a free spirit when he wants to be, but he is settling with age.
And what's Spot's background?
Spot is by a very good breeding. His mother was second in the World Championship in 2011, and his father won many competitions.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. So tell me a bit about you and your successes.
Right. I've been trialing for 28 years.
Wow, long time.
Yes.
It looks impossible.
Yeah. It don't get no easier. Competition's tough. Probably my best achievement was Reserve Supreme Champion in 2012.
Amazing. Yeah, no, that's great. And what are the main challenges that you find?
Trying to keep up with the top hunters. They raise their game so much. You just got to keep concentrating and keep fighting and keep training.
Oh, you've done really well so far. Well, good luck. I hope it goes really well for you this
Thank you very much, and thank you to CSG.
All right,
Thank
bye.
you.
Tell me a bit about yourself.
Well, I am Marie-Louise Holmgaard.
Yes.
And I'm from Denmark.
Yeah, fantastic. And name of your dog?
The name of my dog is Billy.
Billy, well done. You've just run this morning, haven't you? How did it go?
Well, it went very well. I'm very pleased with my dog. It's
Well
not
done.
his fault that I missed up the shed.
Yeah.
So, but I'm pleased with him.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
And how long have you been trialing?
I've been trialing for 5 years, I think.
Oh, a long
5, 6
time.
years.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how long have you been working with Billy?
Since October 2014.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So can you tell me a bit about your successes?
Well, it's the second time we are on the team.
Yeah.
So we have been doing very well in this qualification in Denmark. I was very pleased with Billy. He was very stable in his performance. Yes. We ended up at number 4. Just beaten by my husband by 0.6 points. So he took away that third.
Oh.
But yeah, I live in a farm with Eric.
Yeah.
And we are working with the dogs every day, and this is our life.
Oh, it
doing
sounds
this
great.
herding competition.
Yeah. What are the main challenges that you find?
I think it's the main challenge is, I guess, it's me.
Yeah.
You know, setting some goals.
Yes.
Believing in yourself.
Yeah.
And the most important thing, believe in your dog.
Yeah.
And I think the most important thing is to get this very tight partnership.
Yes.
With your dog, and then you can move mountains. That's my opinion about that.
And in your opinion, what's the best way to develop that?
To treat the dogs with respect.
Yes. Yeah.
But at the same time, letting them know that you're the boss, but do it with respect.
That's
and then
great.
you get the respect from them, and they will work with you until they die, and they will do anything for you. So I think that's the key to success.
That's the secret.
Yeah, that's the secret. I think.
Well, thank you very, very much indeed. And
you're welcome.
Yeah, really good luck here.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Hi, Adam Knive, that's my name.
Great, nice to meet you. Where are you from?
Norway.
Fantastic. So how are you feeling about the World Trials so far?
So far it's been good.
Yeah, you're enjoying it?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, you've had a good run. We saw you.
Yeah, a good run today. Not so good yesterday, but that's trialing.
Yeah, it is. There are always challenges, aren't there? So which dog were you running with today and yesterday?
Today it was Jin.
Yes.
Yesterday was Bea.
Okay, and how old is Jin?
Jin is 3.5.
Yes. Yeah. And yesterday the other dog was?
Bea.
Yes.
She's 6.5.
Okay, yeah. Have you been working with them both a long time?
Yeah, I have since birth.
Oh, great. Okay. Same line or different lines?
No, same line.
Same line, yeah.
I like to breed them myself.
Oh, great. Okay, so how long have you been trialing?
Sorry?
How long have you been trialing?
Oh, 30 years?
Oh, really? Yeah, you've done really
Long time,
well. Yeah. Can you tell me about some of your successes?
Yeah. Have some continental wins. This is 6, I think.
Wow. Yeah.
And I think it's 12 national.
12 nationals.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. And what do you find is are your biggest challenges?
This.
This
Right.
this one. Of course. Yes. Yeah. I'm sure. And what are you looking forward to here? What's the?
I will try to get a place in the final. That's my goal.
Oh.
And from there, you never know.
No, exactly. Well, I wish you lots and lots of luck, and thanks for talking to us. Okay, bye.
Hello, my name is Adi. I am from Israel. We came in the first time for the World Sheepdog trial, and we really enjoy ourselves.
Oh, good. How's it going so far?
My course wasn't the best. I hope for more for myself and from the dog, but it was fun. The other team member he couldn't get to the sheep, so it was a big disappointment. But we learn a lot here,
Yes.
and we really plan to go back home, keep practicing, and be better next time.
Is trialing a big sport in Israel?
No, actually, it's really small, and we just started. I started doing that 8 years ago,
Yeah.
but it's take time to make people interested and get enough good dogs and building everything. So the last year, because we were preparing to this event, in the first time we have like a league, and we had, I don't know, probably 7 or 8 trials, some of them like 2 days trial, and so it's got much better the last year, but we're still just a few people.
What drew you to the sport, do you think? What drew you to the sport? What attracted you first
Wow.
of all?
I'm come from horse riding,
Yeah.
and I stopped before I knew the sheepdog. I stopped riding horses, and I think that I missed the competition. I really like to compete, and I missed working with an animal and do the training. And dogs are so much funner than the horses. They love what they do. They cooperate better, and so.
So what's the dog like that you run with?
I have a beach actually she's from the UK.
Yeah.
From Angie Blackmore.
Okay.
I got her, I don't know, 4 years ago as a puppy, and I had lucky. She's a really good dog.
Oh, great. And so what successes have you had so far?
Wow. Well, I think the biggest success well, okay, again. What I thinking is a very big success is that I made it happen.
Yes.
I made it become a sport 8 years ago. I put to myself 2 goals. One of them was to help farmers that need dogs and doesn't have who to come for, to buy dogs, to train dogs. So I do that in Israel, and a lot of dogs working with sheep in Israel that it wasn't really a thing before. And I made it a sport. It was one of my goals to make the sheepdog become a sport, and at the last year it was a sport in Israel. And just being here, just be invited and allowed to participate in this kind of event, it's a huge achievement for me. So I'm really happy with that.
So you think we might see the world trials in Israel one day?
Well, it can be really fun.
Yeah.
But I won't see it happen. We are a very small country. We don't have a lot of field as big, and the summer in Israel it's really not suitable to work sheep and dog. Our trialing season it's in the winter. So, and I think the most of the people here have more time to practice in the winter. So
what do you find your biggest challenges?
Here to come here.
Well, no, in trialing and in training.
Well, I think my biggest challenge is to find the right condition to train because I'm living the desert. So at least 4 months of the year it's really hot. I need to wake up 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning just to practice before it gets too hot for the sheep and the dogs. And then it's really hard to find well, you say good field, but it's no field because it's a desert. But to find a good ground that is big enough and with a nice view, because usually there is a lot of small. Well, I don't have the view, and if I can't see the sheep and the dogs, so it's difficult. So the terrain is one of our biggest problem, and also I'm not a sheep farmer myself. We grow peppers. We have a farm, but we grow peppers, sweet peppers, and I have only 30 sheep for practice. So to make the right condition to succeed with my dog, it's a big challenge for me.
Well, I think you've done really well. I mean, it's been a big challenge to get here, and you've done it. So I hope you carry on to more success in the future.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Derek Fisher, and I'm from the United States.
Great. Hi, Derek. It's nice to meet you today.
You too.
And how's your day been?
It's been good. It's been a really up and down, well, not up and down, it's been just like, kind of, I guess a little nerve-wracking because it's such a huge event, and it's probably the biggest event I've ever competed in, and it's been interesting. And
when did you start trialing?
I started training when I was 14, and I think the next year I was 15, and when I first entered my first trial.
Wow. And which dog were you running with today?
Today I was running my dog, Nell.
Nell. Okay, and how old's Nell?
She's almost 6, 5 years, 11 months.
Yeah, and how long have you been working with her?
Since she was born, I bred her.
Oh, that's great. So tell me a bit about your successes that you've had.
Probably my biggest success would be in the United States. There's a big trial called Meeker. It's the Meeker Classic. And I was the youngest handler ever to win that. I was 19 when I won it, and I think it was 2000 when I won it. And I've been a finalist there several times. Nell, the dog I ran today, was she's the last 2 years she's been reserve champion there.
Great.
So that was cool.
Yeah.
The sheep are quite different than they are over here.
Are they? How are they different?
Well, over there, those sheep specifically are they're called range ewes, and so they're a fine wool, and they're raised in the mountains like in the Rocky Mountains, and so they're in flocks of 500 to 1,000 at any time, and they're not shepherded the way they're shepherded in the UK or in Europe. So they just kind of meander over the hills, and shepherds follow them and kind of keep them contained. But when they take them off the mountain and they put them into for the trials, they put them in, and they break them down into there's 500 of them, and then they break them down into 5. And it's the first time in their life that they've ever been in that small of a flock, and so they're stubborn, and it's over here I have to run very defensively, which is where running your dog a little bit more like flanking and guiding, rather there it's like they have to push. I have to all of our flanks are like this rather than like this.
Yeah.
So it's been an interesting journey today.
Yeah, I should say so. So I've heard great things about a single today. Do you want to just elaborate a bit on that?
So my shed was kind of challenging because the sheep I had my two with collars were really happy to be kind of like ping pong balls in the group. Like I tried to get some of the uncollared sheep to kind of go off one end, and then the sheep with the collars were really happy to really make it a challenge for me. Yeah. And I finally got that, and then the pen worked okay, and then the single when I was bringing them out, I was really careful on how I brought them out because I had a collared ewe in the lead and a collared ewe on the end, and I thought, well, I don't want to upset this group.
Hello, I'm S, and I'm from Wales. Sorry about my voice though.
So you ran this morning, didn't you?
Yeah.
How did it go?
I'm ish happy.
Yeah.
I could have done better, but it's okay.
You look pretty good from where I was.
Not from where I was.
Oh, okay, you're tough on yourself. When did you start trialling?
When I was 10, I think.
Yeah.
The local trial had a young handlers class, and I wanted to compete in it, so I borrowed my grandfather's dog.
Ah, great.
It's actually the father of the one I was running today.
Ah, so what's the name of the one you were running today?
Jaff.
Jaff. And what's the line?
John Wheaton's
Yeah.
dog. John Wheaton's Ben.
Yeah.
Not sure of the name.
Oh, okay, that's all right. So can you tell me a bit about the successes that you've had so far? Because I believe you qualified to come here, didn't you?
Yeah, qualified to come here. Me here and Logan. I've only been trialling with him a year.
Yeah.
And then I've had exams and things, so I haven't really... We've won the second class in Llefydd Fechan once.
Oh, that's great.
And we haven't really trialled much.
Yeah.
So...
So for you, what are the biggest challenges, do you think, with trialling?
I'm not very good at judging the cross drive. And I get too excited that I start shouting a bit too much, as you can tell. But I don't know, I don't think I think enough when I'm on the field. I need to work on that.
I've heard that a lot, and I've interviewed some of the senior handlers, the top handlers, and they're all saying the same thing. Their biggest challenge is their mind. Yeah.
Mine too.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for talking to us today, and really good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
My name is Ryoji Arimitsu from Japan. It is really my first time to come to Netherlands.
Great. Hi, Ryoji. Yeah.
Hi.
And
my name is Shinjiro Kigawa from Shizuoka, Japan.
Great. You've come a long way to be here today.
Yeah, about 12 hours
Wow.
from Japan to...
How are you feeling about the event?
Sorry?
How are you feeling about the show here?
It was really nice, exciting.
Good. Yeah.
A little bit nervous, of course, but it's really nice.
How's it gone so far for you?
Actually, it's not so good for both of us, but he's still remaining one more running. So
when are you running today?
This afternoon.
This afternoon. Which field?
This one.
Oh, great. Okay, I'll be here. Which dog are you running?
Deer Grove Cap.
Yes.
Yeah.
How old?
7 years.
Oh, great. Okay. So how long have you two been trialing?
For me, about 9 years.
Oh, a long time. And for you?
I am 12 years.
12 years, yeah, a long time. Do you breed your own dogs?
He is doing that.
Oh, great. And what is the line?
I don't know my time.
Kilbira.
Okay.
Direct Spinja. Right.
Great.
Yeah.
Ooh, rain's beginning to come down now. So can you tell me a bit about your successes so far? Your achievements?
Yeah. Actually, we won Japan qualifying competition.
Wow.
So we came here as Team Japan.
Fantastic.
Really proud of.
Oh, that's great. And what are the main challenges, do you find?
What's
the challenges, most difficult things do you find?
Because we in Japan we don't have so much sheep and smaller field, so it is our first time to run this size field.
It's a big course.
Yes.
Very big course. Yeah, and quite difficult. The way that the gates are placed. It's challenging, isn't it?
And you know, a lot of famous handlers.
Yeah. A lot of people to watch.
Yeah. We've never experienced like that, so that is a big challenge for us.
Could you maybe speak a bit in Japanese, give a message to all your friends and everyone watching you?
皆さんのおかげでここまで来ることができました。満喫させていただいております。ありがとうございます。
ここでオランダでいろいろいい経験をさせてもらっています。あと一層あるので一生懸命木川さんを応援して、いい結果を持って帰れるように頑張りたいと思います。
Sounds great. Don't know what you said, but hopefully everyone else will. I want to wish you lots of luck. Yeah, good luck today, and thank you so much for coming all the way over and talking to us. Thank you. Bye-bye. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi. So this morning I'm talking to Morten Østergaard, is that right? And you're from?
I'm from Denmark.
Great, yeah.
And 39 years old and having a border collie, which I'm doing a little bit of herding with.
Oh, fantastic. What's your dog's name?
Sega.
Sega, okay. And how old is she?
She's just turned 3 this spring.
Yeah, and how long have you been working with her?
On the sheep, I've been working since September for full-time with her in training.
Oh, fantastic. And how's she doing?
She's developing okay, positively.
Oh, that's good.
And yeah, it's mostly the handler that's the problem at the moment.
Have you had any successes?
Yes, I have. We've been competing a little bit and won 1 out of 4 trials, so I'm very proud of that.
That's really exciting. Yeah, doing well. And what are the main challenges that you're finding?
Again, it's about working with the sheep and the dog, that you have 2 living parts.
Yes.
I've been doing obedience before, where I've been used to just being focused on my dog and myself in a bubble, and now you have sheep that can react differently.
Yes.
And that's I think that's the main problem, but challenging for me to learn to read the sheep.
And so you were in obedience before, weren't you? Can you tell me a bit about your successes in obedience?
Yeah, we're doing up to the class 3. That's in Denmark. It's just below the FCI class 3, but doing all the moments for the FCI class 3.
Oh, that's great.
And we've been in the 3 years I've had her, we've been competing at the Danish Championships as well, and our best result was 2nd best.
That's really good. But now you find you've definitely moved over to herding.
I've definitely moved over to herding.
Yeah.
I was impressed to see my dog work with the abilities that she's been bred for more than 500 years in the breed of a Border Collie.
Yes, yeah, that is quite something. And what do you think about the course here at the World Trials?
It's a big course. It's challenging for people and for me as a novice as well. But I can still see that it's not impossible for me to reach a goal of doing such a difficult course with my dog, but in time, of course.
Yes.
It's not like I'm not scared about it. I'm just feeling inspired to go home and train more now.
Yes, yeah, no, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, you'll be here one day. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I hope so.
Yes. Well, good luck in the future.
Thank you very much.
And I hope you enjoy the event here.
Oh, I do enjoy it. It's very nice here.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name's Emma Gray and I'm a shepherdess from Northumberland.
Oh, hi Emma. Good to see you here today. So how are you feeling about the World Trials at the moment? Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, it's been a really fantastic experience. It's nice to come across and see a different country, different sheep, different type of field, and it's very different from Northumberland, so I think it's a good experience for the young dog.
Oh, that's great. How do you find it contrasts here?
Well, obviously I'm from Northumberland and that's lots of rolling hills and rough ground, and here is very flat and very well kept, well tended ground, so they're really polar opposites.
And which dog are you running with here?
I'm running Jamie, so he is a 3-year-old dog by Ricky Hutchinson's sweep, and so far we've had quite a decent run, so fingers crossed.
Yeah. So have you had successes with him before?
Yes, he was English Nursery Champion 2016 and we're 2nd in the National last year.
Oh, fantastic. So what other successes have you had that you can tell me about?
Well, here being 3rd qualifying field 2, that's a big success. It's kind of international competition.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And what have been the major challenges that you've found with trialling and training, do you think, over the years?
Major challenges are, I suppose it's a difficult sport to get into because you have to come straight in open level, and the standard is very high, particularly in north of England. There's some of the best competitors in the whole world, but it does make you up your game. It's kind of sorts the men from the voice.
Yeah. What drew you to the sport in the first place?
I think I love dogs and I love training them. I love doing anything with them, and I enjoy farming. I enjoy being my own boss and just trialing as a combination of both.
Oh, that's great. So when did you start, did you say?
I entered my first sheepdog trial when I was 21.
Yeah. Oh,
it's just been a slippery slope since then.
Hardly any time to. Well, lots of luck. Hope it all goes really well for you here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Watkins running for Wales.
Hi Nigel.
Thank you.
How are you feeling?
Nice and calm now. I was a little bit anxious at the start because the first 2 dogs didn't get the sheep and the vision wasn't very good.
Yeah.
But I've just had a nice sweet run, and so
that's
it's time
great.
I can relax for the rest of the day.
Yeah, so you had an early start this morning, didn't you?
Yes, we were all out of bed at 5:15 ready because we were starting to come to the field for 6:30. So it was starting at 7.
Wow.
But the light on the field wasn't brilliant. The sun was in our eyes, but it did climb a little bit.
And which dog are you running with?
I'm running my 10-year-old bitch called Jodie. Then she's been a good companion, and we've done well over the past. So.
Oh, that's great. Can you tell me a bit about your successes in the past?
I've won 2 Welsh Nationals, 3 Welsh Nationals actually, not 2.
Yeah.
Qualified for several Supremes then. Ended up 2nd in 2003.
Hello, I'm Sophie and I'm from Wales.
Hi Sophie, it's good to have you here in the Netherlands at the World Trials. Are you enjoying it so far?
Yes, really enjoying it, yeah.
Oh good. Could you tell me when you started trialling?
Well, it's a long time ago. I did my first trial when I was about 10.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Wow.
My uncle and Auntie Jim and Shirley Cropper got me into trialling.
Oh, fantastic. That's really good. So, you've obviously done really well since then.
Yeah.
And which dog are you running with here?
I'm running Highbeck Blake.
Okay. Yeah. How old is your dog?
Blake's 4 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got him last year.
Yeah. I've heard Kerry talking about Blake, and it's a lovely dog.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
So, can you what's his line?
He's by Sir Van der Swoop's Garra.
Yeah.
He's been imported from Germany. We brought him off a German lady.
Oh, great. Yeah. Oh, well, thank you very much and good luck this week. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Nidge Pierce. I'm from Melton Mowbray in Leicestershire.
Fantastic. Nice to meet you, Nidge. And what's your dog's name?
This is Jake.
Hey, Jake. And how long have you been working with Jake?
Jake's a 7-year-old dog,
and
he was to have competed this morning in the qualifier.
Yeah.
I took a little bit of a gamble and ran my young dog.
Oh, okay.
Todd.
Which one was that? Todd?
That was Todd, and Todd didn't let me down. He finished the day 3rd, so
oh, well done.
For the semi-finals on Saturday.
That's great news. And how old is Todd?
Todd's 4.5.
4.5. Are they related or?
Yes, they are. Jake's mum is Todd's grandmum, so all my dogs are homebred.
Nice. So you've had a good day today then?
I've had a wonderful day.
Oh, that's great news. And when did you start trialling?
I started in 1992 in Llangefni in North Wales.
Yeah.
And it was a long time ago now.
Yeah, but can you tell me about any of your successes?
Yes, we've had mainly homebred dogs, so the successes have been a lot more to celebrate. We've had a lot of successes in terms of double gathers, championships. We've been in the England team a few times.
Oh, great.
And we've had successes abroad now as well since we've been coming. So.
Very exciting, very rewarding too.
Absolutely, yes.
So what are your greatest challenges, do you think?
My greatest challenges, I suppose I always like to work on a hill course because the ground we have is quite clean, so I love to go up to North Wales, run the dogs up on the mountain around the Tywin area where the international was last year. It provides the dogs with the greatest challenges and also me as a handler.
Yeah, no, it sounds like you're doing really well. Well, thank you very much for talking to us today and good luck.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Bye.
Hello, I'm Amanda Milliken. I'm from Kingston, Ontario in Canada.
Great,
and
good to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm here competing at the World Trial.
Fantastic. So which dog are you trying with?
I have 2 dogs, Howl and Monty.
Great, and who's going to be running today?
Monty runs today. Howl has had his day. Today is Monty's.
Monty's, okay. How old is Monty?
8.5.
Oh, great. Oh, great. So how long have you been trialling?
About 30 years.
Wow, and I know you're very well known in Canada, aren't you? And across the world, I think.
Yeah, I hope not notorious,
yeah.
But well known.
Could you tell me a bit about your successes?
I'm a 6-time Canadian champion and a 1-time US national champion. I've had a nursery champion too in the USA and in Canada a few times. So I don't know, I train my own dogs, I run my own breed.
Yeah.
Really like
What's your breed?
I've had mine all 30 years I've run dogs. I bought in a couple of great dogs. I bought Stuart Davidson's Star and Stuart Davidson's Craig, both international winners, and used them in my breed very successfully in my view, and I really, really like the outcome.
Oh, great.
It's been good for me.
So what do you think, what's the secret of your success, do you think? What do you really concentrate on?
Well, I run dogs that suit me, and I've come to a comfortable stage in my dog trialing career where I know what suits me. And I like to have a dog that's real free on the front lines, that I can trust and handles the sheep a good way with its sheep, and has lots of gas, because I run on Western sheep a lot, which is way tougher, you know, than these are. You can't just move around the course.
Talking
Western
to someone,
ranges.
and I've heard that from the US, that it's very the sheep are very different.
Yep, very different. And so I want that, but I don't want to have to stop and go all the time. I just want to run the flow. So that's what I'm looking for.
And what are your main challenges, do you think?
My own head.
Interesting. That's the hard one.
Yeah, that's right. I have a nice schooling situation, and my dogs are running pretty good, and I just need to handle them on the day of the trial.
Yeah. So how do you feel about the World Trials here in the Netherlands?
It's been a real beautiful event. A thrill for me to see some of the great handlers that I've only read about and don't see them running. I love seeing how in touch with their dogs they are, or how off they are, how much they flow on, how much they have to stop and go, that kind of thing.
Yeah, there's a lot to learn from everyone else, isn't there, all the time? I hear that a lot. It's just interesting when you see the names of people and you actually can talk to them. And
if you stop being a student of sheepdog trialing, you're in a lot of trouble. That's a never-ender.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank
really
you.
good to talk to you. Thank you, Amanda. Oh, just tell me a bit about how you got on yesterday.
Not well. I missed a drive panel. The drive away brought back through.
Oh, okay.
Other than that, it was all right.
Today's another day.
Today's another day.
Okay, well, good luck. I hope it goes really well for you. Okay.
Ricky Hutchinson from England.
Great. Good to see you here, Ricky. So you've been out there. How did the run go?
It was hard work. It was hard work. Got finished, everything finished, but it was a bit hard work.
Yeah, it was. So which dog are you running today?
A jock idiot.
Tell me a bit more about what you've achieved in the past.
Yeah, I've won the English National once, and I've done all right with the breaks a few times.
Yeah, you have. So when did you start trialling?
I started trialling when I was really small, so last year. No, when I was young as well. So when I was about maybe 15, I'd probably start, and I was rubbish for a start.
I can't believe it.
So yeah, well, I've lived old memories today.
Oh, and how did you get involved in it?
Well, my family and people in my area, but mainly my family, do it a little bit. So it's always been something that's appealed to me. So yeah.
And what are the main challenges that you find?
The main challenges, probably finding the main challenges. Well, every trial's different, and you know, you can be champion one week and you can go out the next week and the sheep don't suit your dog, or you just have a dog bad day, or your dog, you know, runs true to form rather than fluidly like usual. But yeah, it's just getting consistency is probably the hardest thing, really. I think some people will win one week and then maybe not win for a long time. It's quite nice to consistently be there or thereabouts.
Okay. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's great to see you here, and
thank you CSJ for sponsoring it. Yeah, it's a great event.
That's lovely. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Albert Scheper. I'm living in the Netherlands. My part of job at the World Trial is I'm the secretary, the local secretary, and I'm the liaison between the ISDS and the local organization.
How's it going so far?
Very, very well. Every member from every country I've spoken to, they loved it. Great fields, great sheep, and we have seen very, very good runs.
Has it been a long time in the planning and organisation?
About 1.5 years.
Yeah.
So we had not the full 3 years between every World Trial, and it was, of course, it's not really ideal, but we can deal with it, and we always did the pre-continental. That was always on 3 fields, and this is also on 3 fields. Only we have more competitors, more people watching, So, but you can do it in 1.5 years.
It's a very good location for the event. What made you choose it?
The reason that we choose it is that we on these 3 fields also organize the pre-continental 3-day sheepdog trialing in the Netherlands. So we know the landowners, we know the locations, we know if there is a bit of rain, it's not mud directly. So that's for that reason we choose it. And it's easy to reach from a lot of countries.
So there are a lot of things that you have to think about when you're planning an event like this. What have been the major challenges for you, do you think?
The complete IT, to get everything very quickly on internet, so you can inform people all over the world who are not on the fields, but they will have directly the points. That was because the 3 fields are not far away, but the distance is 1.5 miles. So we have to take the scores from field 3, bring them to field 1, where Judith from the ISDS was entering them. From field 2, that was really a challenge to inform by the internet all the people at home.
Yeah, you've done well. And you've got people from all over the world here, haven't you? I've seen teams from Japan,
We have,
Uruguay,
yes,
all over.
Yeah, 30 countries and from all over the world, Japan, Uruguay, Israel, from the continent, the 4 home countries, of course, the USA, Canada. So yeah, it's really, and I think the nicest for myself was that for the first time we had the Young Handlers competition.
Yes, yeah, we're very excited to see who's going to win that.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's great to see it. I must say, it's the first time that's ever happened, isn't
That's
it?
correct. It was an idea of Eric, and he called me and he said, is it maybe an idea to have a Young Handlers competition? And we did a short phone call to the ISDS, they agreed, and we set it up, and 25 young handlers started.
And the youngest one is 11?
Yes, from Brazil.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
And it was a big effort to get him to come. People donated, didn't
Yes,
they?
there was a crowdfunding set up by Judy Hill from Scotland, and from all over the world people helped him to come to the World Trial. And unlucky for him, he is not in the final, but he did well in the semi-final.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah, we'll look forward to see who's going to be the winner this afternoon. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Ik ben Erik Groot uit Nederland vandaan en verantwoordelijk voor de organisatie van het Wereldkampioenschap Schaapbedrijven 2017.
Good to see you here today, Eric, and thank you for putting on such an amazing event. Can you tell me a bit more about the organisation of it and how it's all come together?
Ik ben gestart 1,5 jaar terug, omdat ik gevraagd was om de wereldkampioenschappen de verantwoording op me te nemen. Toen ben ik in contact gekomen met CFJ en met de burgemeester van Opmeer. We hebben gekeken of er eventueel mogelijkheden waren om financiële ondersteuning te gaan krijgen. En CFJ heeft alle vertrouwen in me uitgesproken en heeft gezegd van joh, wij willen hoofdsponsor van je worden en ons graag gaan verbinden aan het evenement. Hetzelfde heeft de burgemeester gezegd uit Opmeer. Wij willen je sponsoren en op die manier gaan we het regelen met elkaar. Als jij de organisatie oppakt, komen we er samen uit.
Do you have anything that you could say in English to all the English-speaking people who might be watching this?
I'm very proud that CFJ is the head sponsor of the World Trial 2017. 4 years ago we did start the pre-continental, and now we finished the job, and I think we make a very good job of it, and I'm proud that they are here.
Thank you very much, Eric.
Thank you.
And
Thank you very much.
I'm really enjoying it.
Thank you very much.